Outside, it seems like such an area of uncertainty, and perhaps if we knew exactly where tariffs might be targeted, there would be less uncertainty. At this stage of the game, can you give us your best understanding on how the tariff story might play out, and in particular with energy? Do you anticipate our oil being targeted by the U.S.?
Well, I know some of my colleagues like to negotiate these things in public. I tend not to want to. I think that any kind of proportionate action is something that you have to do after the fact. And we don't have tariffs from the United States first. And so we're certainly not going to take any action until we see what those look like. I think it very much depends on what the Americans do. And that's part of the reason why I think we have to make a very strong case about how it is that we are a partner. What I'm hearing the U.S. president say is that he's frustrated that we're not pulling our weight when it comes to national security and defense of North America, and in particular our Arctic. We ought to fix that. He doesn't believe that we're pulling our weight when it comes to border security. I don't think that they want to see a bunch of migrants that they remove coming to Canada and biding their time to sneak back in at some future point. We have to give them confidence that that's not going to happen on our border. So I think in some ways we're having a tariff dispute, in some ways we're having a trade dispute, but in other ways I think it's a bigger conversation, and that if we can address those concerns, then we might be able to go back to talking about trade and our ongoing relationship, making it tariff-free. But I think we haven't, what I'm seeing with the continuous threats that we're seeing from the U.S. is that those issues haven't been satisfied to the satisfaction of the U.S. president yet. And I'd prefer to start working on those things rather than talking about retaliation.